Hi, my name is Kenneth K. Bobby Edgar. I am Jamaican. I was born in St. Catherine, Jamaica. I'm a fashion designer now. Before I was a hairdresser in film and television. I'm 50 years old. For 95 Emmys, I found out that I was nominated. Then I went to the function, and they have this, they have two nights. They have the technical night, and then they have the actors night. At the technical night, and they had 5 persons vying for the title. And the band played on with Bette Midler as hairdresser, and what's 5, including Oldest Living Confederate Widow. And when they say, and the Emmy goes to, I got deaf. I couldn't hear anything. But I saw people standing up and clapping. And then Lois was sitting from me, that's Cicely's assistant, and she said, go, they just call your name, go. And I was so deaf that I saw Bette Midler's hairdresser across from me, and I said to her, can you believe this? And she go, no. So I said, oh, forget you. And that gave me the energy to go up. So when I go up and got the Emmy, I say, Miss Tyson, I know I've been a pain in your neck, but this is for us. Thank you, nominating committee. Thank you very much. I started losing my house because I wasn't getting no jobs now because I'm now on the roster. The fees that I was supposed to get, a lot of low-budget film could not afford me, and then I just went downhill after that. Lost my house, lost my car, get so frustrated. I wanted to slit my wrists, I'm telling you. When I say slit my wrists, I really wanted to slit my wrists because here I am working so hard with my craft, loving what I do, and then all of a sudden it's railroaded. So then I start reflecting and going back to my sixth sense, as they would call it. And then I start dreaming then, let's use that word, dreaming of the fact that if I go back to dressmaking, that could probably work. But there was so much brick walls in my way to get it going. Couldn't buy a sewing machine, couldn't do anything. Tried to work with people, that didn't work out. And then I decided that I'm not going to take this anymore, so I went to Jamaica. Went down there, tried to open a salon, that failed. Open a couture, a house, a fashion house, that failed. So all monies was just flushing down the toilet down there. Then now, I came up and I rented a place over in Santa Clarita. Now I'm getting set up again. Went to this place in Santa Clarita, and Barbara's address is what I was using. Then I got this letter, and this letter saying that, oh, you have this talent, I know you have powers. And I was reading this letter, and I'm like, this is a crazy letter. This is a crazy, 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 crazy ass letter. Then I read it again and say, have you ever felt sometime that you have powers and all these things, and this guy who went to casino and won all this money, and lady talk about him, and the letter was so intense now, and I'm like, and you're supposed to send this money by Friday, and then I'm saying, somebody's trying to take my money. But then deep down in somewhere in the pits of my gut, it was saying to me, do it. That's all my gut was saying, do it. You have come this far for this, do it. And I'm saying, no, I'm not doing it. So I start questioning it again. And the night I lay down, because the Friday is coming now, I'm going to lose the turn. So I did lose the turn. Then I got the letter back again, telling me that they're giving me a second chance. So I said, no, this is too crazy. I'm not going to strike out now. So I sent the money, and then the book came. The first book came. And when I saw the book and started reading the book, I just said, I knew that we could deal with stuff on our own. I knew you didn't need nobody to direct you. And you see these church people, and I started getting mad now, saying, look how people lead me up to this point, and it's a lucky thing that I was as stubborn as I am, not taking no instruction from anybody. So I keep defying them and retreat and telling my kids, look, follow your mind, follow your gut and everything. And this book is now telling me how to handle this part of your life. I was out of touch, and I want to go to these meetings now, and I'm supposed to be going to these meetings. And then I start calling people all over in the society. I don't know if I talk to you, but I call people and they call me back. And suddenly they put me on to Darren. And then when I talked to Darren, I realized that he said he's going to do what he's going to do and do it. So I drove up to Rancho Cucamonga from Palmdale. And the first day I went there, oh my God, it was tragic, because this guy was getting at me, telling me about the letter. No, I shouldn't talk about the letter, and I shouldn't express myself about this, and I don't learn it yet, and he's at the 8th stage, and I just come in. And then suddenly Darren took it over and said people must be respectful of each other and everything. So I loved Darren from day one. And then I formed this alliance with Bill, who sat beside me, and Bill was just there, and it was his shoulder. And I just loved Bill because Bill was just there with me and said, don't worry about stuff like that. And Bill just pushed up his chair and he hugged me and he said to me, you're my buddy. And then now the next meeting I went, I said, Bill, I have this business plan and I have to get $1.5 million to do this clothing line. Because they tell me that's how much it's going to do this clothing line. But I can't find the money. He said, what are you looking for the money for? He says. I said, I have to look for the money. I need it. He said, why don't you ask? I said, that's what I've been doing. I've gone to the bank, Citibank, they turned me down. I've gone places they turned me down and say that this business is risky. And I'm telling them that this is a special business because I can go into West Hollywood and these places and sell my things because they are that good and different. They didn't want to listen to me because they think that West Hollywood community couldn't spend enough money for them to get back their investment. So then I said, okay, screw you all, forget it. And then Bill said to me, just ask all. I'm here with this guy and he's telling me to ask. I want $1.5 million and he's saying ask. He's not saying how I must ask, what I must do. He said, you have to ask the universe. You have to ask for it. I said, okay, Bill. But I did it reluctantly. I did it like, all right, Bill, okay. To shut you up tonight, I'm going to agree with you. Ma'am, I read my book. Then I got Miss Annabelle. And Miss Annabelle with our kids. And then she was there telling them how to, do all these things and find their Friday night essence. And Miss Annabelle was just talking to our kids and telling them to do what they love. And when she's talking about space and all these things, I'm like, this woman is serious. So I wanted to finish the book quickly now because I'm not reading and I'm seeing myself in this as a creator. Then I started calling myself a value creator. So I said to Darren, I said, I'm your value creator, man. And then I see Bill now, I say, I'm a value creator, and I'm going to get this going. I'm going to apply everything that I know from those pages. With all the footage from this, I'm going to sell myself, and the world is going to believe me because I'm selling with integrity, with honesty, and applying this method, this wonderful method that Mark Hamilton, Wallace, and the other gentleman came up with. And I'm willing to teach it all over the world if I get a chance to. I believe in it that much. My kids, I want them to reflect it because you met my son, and he is a typical example of how gracious my kids are. They are not crazy and think wild and stuff. They are just like me. They are lovable, they love people, they love life, they think for themselves, they don't like nobody to influence them, and that's because of the training that I gave them. Not knowing there was material out there. Because I joined Landmark, I joined, Donald Trump University, I joined all these, Robert Allen, Tom Kish, all these people to try to make money and to do all these things and self-help. None of this stuff worked. None of it worked. But these books, Inside Secrets, Inside the Circle, and Annabelle, and these pages have information that people should readily eat up and make their life become a success. So my show happened.